Those upgrades you asked for?
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
We're almost completely out of cash.
Now entering synchronous orbit.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Mech warriors, prepare for combat. Command interface initiated.
Roger that. Moving out. Rolling. On my way. Coordinates received. Location confirmed. I'm there. Move order received. You betcha!
Our target is within sensor range.
Waiting for orders. Commander, Yes, Commander. Waiting on you, Commander. I hear ya. Reporting! Enemy contact! Time to die!
Primary target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Waiting for orders. Receiving you. Standing by. Rolling. Engaging target.
Full throttle.
Standing by. Hauling ass. Found another bad guy. Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see here.
Engaging target.
What can I do for you? Got it. This should be good.
Target
Knocked out a vehicle. Waiting for orders. Ordnance received. What's up, boss? Roger. Reporting. One less vehicle. Good to go. Special delivery! Standing by. I'm there. Orders. Moving out. Here it comes. I'm taking some serious hits. Okay, that was bad. Getting banged up real good. Reporting internal damage. Good to go. Ah! Move her down. Ready for orders. Heading out. Locking on. Scored a critical hit. I'm here. Order acknowledged. Firing all weapons. I'm losing armor bad.
Let me tell you what happy is. Okay. In other news, a new report on Hurricane Maria in Puerto Rico has come out, which has found that the actual death toll from last year's storm was 4,600. Yeah, even though the official government count is only 64. I don't know about you, but that's mind-blowing. Like, that's not just off. That's inauguration crowd size off. And honestly, when I heard this, it reminded me that we need to do as much as we can to help recovery efforts in Puerto Rico. So don't forget, you can still donate. And the good news is, President Trump is already doing his part. He just tossed them 4 more paper towels. Yeah!
Commander?
Every now and then, we get a story that makes so little sense, there's only one person who can help us figure it out. So please welcome Ronnie Chang.
Thanks, Trevor. This is a golden age in America for con men. From the Oval Office to the Oval Office, they are everywhere. But what I'm about to show you has got to be the most elaborate con I've ever seen.
Televangelist Jesse Duplantis is hoping to take the word of Jesus to new heights with help from a $54 million private jet. To his website last week, he asked his followers for help funding the aircraft.
We're believing God for a brand new Falcon 7X so we can go anywhere in the world one stop.
This preacher needs a $54 million private jet? Meanwhile, I once did a Kickstarter for a bus pass. I only got $17 and a coupon from my grandmother. Right? Thanks for nothing, Bobo. And if you think you hate this guy now, just wait till you hear his sales pitch.
Now, some people believe that preachers shouldn't have jets. I really believe that preachers ought to have and go on every available voice, every available outlet to get this gospel preached to the world. I really believe. Wouldn't be riding a donkey. Think about that for a minute.
Yeah, I thought about it for an hour, and it still doesn't make any sense. And it wasted an hour, right? The donkey was the symbol of Jesus' humility. It was the Toyota Camry of its time, right? And even if Jesus wouldn't be riding a donkey, do you have to jump straight to private jet? The gap between donkey and private jet is all of transportation, okay? I bet Jesus would be fine taking an Uber, or at least an Uber XL, just so he has space to stretch his arms out, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, you know. And you want to know the craziest thing about Deacon Dollar Sign saying he needs his followers to buy him a new private jet? He already has a trinity of private planes.
I've owned 3 different jets in my life, and I used them and just burning them up for the Lord Jesus Christ. This is the very first plane that I purchased for the Lord back in December 1994. Then the second one I purchased was in January 2004. The one I'm flying right now, and it's been with me 12 years. Now people say, my Lord, can't you go with this one? Yes, but I can't go at one stop.
Okay, wait, so you think the message of God is really important, but only with no layovers? I need to save these people from hell. as long as I don't have to stop over in Cleveland. Please, God, no. And Trevor, this is not just one guy, okay? It turns out there's a whole offshoot of American Christianity called the prosperity gospel.
Duplantis is among a group of televangelists who preach that their wealth is
that want and need money badly, where they're told if they give money, God's going to bless them 100-fold.
Duplantis lives in a 35,000 square foot mansion, tax-free.
Yo, this is the greatest scam ever, okay? Jesus is a better tax haven than the Cayman Islands. I'm gonna try that. Yeah, next time the IRS comes knocking, I'm gonna tell them I'm not paying because I make jokes for Jesus, okay? Mazel tov. And if you're buying the idea that these pastors want to help the people, just listen to how they feel about the people.
Fellow televangelist Kenneth Copeland recently bought a $6 million Gulfstream 5 jet, screaming about how they can't fly or pray with commercial airline passengers.
The world is in such a shape, we can't get there without this.
That's right.
We've got to have this. We would have, the mess that the airlines are in today, you can't manage that today.
Right.
This dope-filled world.
Right.
You get in a long tube with a bunch of demons.
A long tube with a bunch of demons? That is not wrong, okay? To be fair, these guys might be con artists, but now I get where they're coming from, okay? Because I'm pretty sure if you look up demon in the Bible, you'll see a guy spread out in the middle seat eating a tuna sandwich with his shoes on. In fact, this long tube with a bunch of demons is pretty much the slogan of Spirit Airlines.
Ronnie Chang, everybody.
Churches
Armor
are
breach.
America's favourite place
Internal
for redemption
damage.
and sixth favourite place for chicken. Churches are a cornerstone of American life. There are roughly 350,000.
Full throttle.
Yes, Commander. Moving at full throttle. Commander? Roger that. Mech destroyed. Good to go. Aye, aye. Commander, I'm hit. Receiving you. Acknowledged. Locked on for physical attack. Solid connection on that one.
Engaging target.
Waiting for orders. Right, Commander. Affirmative. Reading you. Location confirmed. Affirmative. Commander? Got it. Firing on target. That's a critical hit. All out of long-range missiles, Commander.
Enemy mech destroyed.
What's up, boss? Ugh. Hope we can salvage that.
Mission success.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting. Yeah, that was me. It's under control. That work order you submitted is complete.
The Qing dynasty was no more, but rather than remain united under a new government, China had fragmented into fiefdoms ruled by warlords. In our final episode of Battlefields for this season, we'll examine the 20-year struggle between nationalists and communists and the rise of the People's Republic of China under Mao Zedong. Today's topic is the Chinese Civil War. I'm Indy Nidell. Welcome to Battlefields. After the death of Sun Yat-sen in 1925 and a brief power struggle, Chiang Kai-shek had been able to establish control over the nationalist Kuomintang Party, GMD. Between 1926 and 1928, he carried out a series of campaigns trying to unify China. Despite a number of major setbacks, he was able to defeat the Beiyang government in Beijing, many of the remaining warlords, while also gaining the support of others, establishing GMD rule over much of China with his capital at Nanjing. While the GMD gained international recognition as the undisputed government of China, the continued influence of the warlords remained a source of tension, but there was another faction which was to cause Chiang greater concern. The nationalists had initially received support from the Soviet Union and the Communist Party of China. However, Chiang Kai-shek had grown fearful of their steadily increasing influence, both within the GMD and the country as a whole. And on April 12, 1927, he ordered the arrest and massacre of hundreds of communists and labor unionists in Shanghai in a bloody purge. From this point onward, the nationalists and communists were enemies, and left-wing activists retreated underground or to the countryside. The first major engagement between the two sides came in August 1927 with the Nanchang Uprising, which ended in a GMD victory. The next month, the GMD suppressed a peasant uprising in Hunan led by 33-year-old Mao Zedong. While initially unsuccessful, these insurgent groups were to form the core of the First Workers' and Peasants' Party, later renamed the People's Liberation Party. For the next few years, communist forces fought a guerrilla war against the nationalists. Establishing a base in southern Jiangxi province, they resisted attempts by the nationalist forces to surround and destroy them. A major setback for the communists came in 1934. In a fifth encirclement campaign, the nationalist forces were able to nearly crush them. Seeing that the situation was hopeless, the remaining communist forces abandoned Jiangxi and broke through the GMB positions. They escaped to the west, then headed north towards Jiangxi province as three separate armies. Now, they were not only fleeing the nationalist army, but were also plagued by hunger, disease, desertion, harassment by both enemy forces and hostile warlords. By October 1935, over a year after beginning their trek, the three armies were reunited in Jiangxi, outside the direct control of the nationalists. While they had survived as a fighting force, the terrible conditions of the march took their toll. Only a small fraction of those starting in the south had made it to the end. But the Long March would enter Chinese communist mythology as an example of military brilliance, tenacity, and heroism in the face of adversity. In the short term, it established Mao Zedong as a dominant figure in the Communist Party. However, during the early 1930s, the Communists had not been the only faction fighting the nationalist government. The 1930 Central Plains War between rival factions of the GMD had cost 300,000 casualties. In 1931, Japanese forces had invaded northeastern China, establishing the puppet state of Manchukuo. And following the famous Xi'an incident in December 1936, communists and nationalist forces even agreed to a truce in order to present a united front against the Japanese amidst mounting tensions. The Second Sino-Japanese War broke out in July 1937, with Japanese troops occupying Beijing, Shanghai, and much of the eastern coastal region by 1940. After Pearl Harbor, this conflict merged into World War II, with China becoming one of the Allied powers. Despite nominally being allies, the GMD and the Communists, though, continued to vie for supremacy in the unoccupied parts of China, clashing a number of times. Following Japan's surrender in September 1945, it was only a matter of time before the Civil War flared up again. During the war with Japan, the balance of power had shifted in favor of the Communists. Against the backdrop of the emerging Cold War, the USA offered strong support to the GMD in the form of weapons and funds, along with troops to guard strategic sites. Communists, however, were able to capture huge amounts of military hardware left behind by the Japanese. They also gained significant support from the rural population through their promise to grant land to peasants who fought for them. All peace talks were doomed to fail, and fighting resumed in full force in July 1946, with Mao resuming his strategy of mobile warfare. He willingly abandoned territory if it allowed him to spare his forces, and relied heavily on support from the countryside. In line with Sun Tzu's doctrine of taking whole, he incorporated GMD units into his own army when they surrendered, thereby bolstering his own numbers. Fighting was especially fierce in the resource-rich region of Manchuria, and by the time the communists took full control of this area in autumn 1948, the scales had tipped in their favor. The Pingjin campaign captured the rest of northern China, including Beijing, and the communists pushed south in early 1949. On April 23rd, the GMD capital Nanjing fell, and with their armies disintegrating, the nationalists fled before the communist approach. On October 1st, 1949, Mao Zedong proclaimed the establishment of the People's Republic of China, with Beijing as the capital. In December of that year, Chiang Kai-shek and what remained of his followers relocated to Taiwan, setting up a capital for the Republic of China in Taipei. It was a temporary measure, as he stated, as the GMD still claimed control over all.
What can I do for you? On my way. Ah! You like that?
Waiting on you, Commander. Got it. This should be good. Did you see that? Did you see it?
Orders. Locking in all weapon systems. Reporting vehicle destroyed.
BattleTech operational.
Target damaged. Concentrate your fire and bring it down.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
I hear ya. Don't need to tell me twice. This is gonna be good. Smoked 'em.
I hear ya. I read you, Commander. Moving out. Launching Alpha Strike.
Receiving you. Copy that.
Our target is bugging out. Stop it before it gets away.
Waiting for orders. Ugh! Yeah, critical hit.
What can I do for you? Moving out.
Yes, Commander. Roger that. I hear ya. I read you, Commander. Moving out. Take this! When I shoot you, you'll take it and like it.
Engaging target.
Hell yeah.
Enemy mech destroyed.
Nice to see you down here in the hole.
You must be in a construction. Probably flying next.
You need some work done, Commander? Talk to you later.
New equipment available. New weapon systems available.
Hey, Commander. Pull up a chair.
Roger that, Commander. Course plotted.
Yes, Dr. Barras. I'll handle it.
That work order you submitted is complete.
Ready to go over financials whenever you are.
We're nearly broke, Commander.
Now entering synchronous orbit.
We've arrived at our destination, Commander.
New equipment available.
Negative, XO. Sensors clear.
Lifebuoy watch and lifeboat crew to muster.
This is an all-ship announcement. As a reminder, pets are not allowed aboard the Argo. If you're out on shore leave and you see